Mkishaenda kotini, mmeenda kotini, na lazima rules na procedures, what we call TNCs, terms and conditions za court, lazima zifuatwe. It's an order, sio hapa, sio ni kupembelezwa ama ni nini. Lazima hizo rules zifuatwe. Unaona, when uliona Kamotho amekataa kulipa pesa the first month, the second month, by the third month ungekuwa umeshafika kotini. Wakili Ndegwa would have gone back to court on your behalf to say, listen, Kamotho is defied what you guys have said, and immediately what would have happened, Kamotho would have been summoned back to court. Hapa sio mchezo, hapa sio Tabitha anaongea na Tabitha ama Bernard Boro ama hata wewe Virginia ama kina Davis. No, this is the court that we are talking about. He would have been summoned immediately back to court to answer questions. Asanteni my safeguarding family, asanteni sana, karibuni katika hii video ya siku ya leo. Bado tuko katika hii story ya Kamotho, Virginia and their children. So this video nataka tuongelele kuhusu what happened kotini. We are also going to touch about Virginia's lamentation on what Betty Bayo did not ask Mr. Kamotho. Lakini what we are zooming in is actually what happened. So thank you guys. Tafadhali kama hujaweza kusubscribe, ningeomba tu utie subscription ndani ya Safeguarding Watoto channel. Please become a family. Team Safeguarding tuko strong, tunaendelea vizuri. Tunashukuru Mungu, tunaendelea kufundisha, kutunza, kuangalia, kuelimisha watoto. That is what we do. So thank you guys for the love this far. Asanteni sana. For you guys that are our subscribers, we just love you. Bure sana. Tunawaombea, tunawapenda. We really are thankful and grateful. So please, karibuni, join Team Safeguarding by subscribing. Tia comment yako katika hii video. Talk about what is happening within our watoto ambayo wamebarikiwa wa Kamotho na Virginia. Anyway, watu wangu, so tumefanya 2 videos beside hii, and this video nilikuwa nataka kuangalia na kuongea just so that you may be there. Wewe unaweza kuwa mama unapitia shida kama vile Virginia anapitia shida saa hii, ama wewe ni mzee unapitia shida kama vile Virginia anapitia shida. Unajua sio wanawake tu wanaweza kuachiwa watoto, wanaume pia wanaachiwa watoto. Nowadays wanawake wanaacha watoto, wanakimbia, wanaenda wanachukua another mubabas pahali, ama young guy anaacha watoto wake na mzee wake, either kama ni huko mashambani ama kama ni town. It's happening all over the place. So kuna wanaume wanaweza kuwa kama Virginia. There are men that can be like in Virginia's shoe right now. Vile Kamotho amewachilia watoto, akamwachilia yeye peke yake, ndiye anawatunza, ndiye anawaangalia. Yeye ako na Tabitha, ana enjoy. Naona. So anyway, ningependa tu kusema what happened, why did this happen? Kama hii issue ilifika kotini na koti ika make determination na ikasema watoto wote wapatiwe Virginia. So what that meant in a nutshell is ni watoto wote wale ambaye walikuwa wanafaa kuangaliwa. Adults haungewalazimisha because they are adults, but for those that chose and decided to be with their mother, they are still there, they are there. But mtu kama Dhoita of course hangelazimishwa. So court of course wakati iliweka determination ilisema Kamotho akuwe anatoa 15,000. I think ni per month, because I don't think it's per week. I don't think he would have agreed to give 15,000 in a week. Angesema yeye hapati pesa kama hizo, otherwise 15,000 per week, that would have meant 60,000 a month. I do not think he would have agreed. I think aliambua 15,000 a month. To our understanding, as per what Virginia is alleging, Kamotho has not been giving a penny out of those 15,000. This is why ningependa kuaddress Virginia na any other woman or man that is going through this. My sister Virginia, hapa wewe mwenyewe ulifanya mistake, kwa sababu wakati koti imefanya determination na ikasema ni lazima Kamotho awe anatoa 15,000 na ikaamua, I know a date was set, na ikasemekana he is going to start giving 15,000 from such and such month, such and such date. Hiyo kitu because that is what the court process ilitolewa. When he did not do that on the first month, you probably, as somebody that was married to him, allowed him another month and a second month. Ukaona miezi 3 imepita na hajatoa pesa. Zile koti ilisema. Na maybe in that process mlikuwa mnapigiana simu. Maybe mnaongeleshana heated discussion. Maybe anaongea mbaya ama nini. Straight away what you would have done would have been to go back ama uongelesha wakili Ndegwa, umwambie Kamotho is not following the rules. The court decided akuwe analeta pesa fulani. Kama ni mwisho wa mwezi, mungoja mwisho wa mwezi alete pesa. The first 2 or 3 months that he did not bring the money, you did not see any money, you did not see any support, you are meant to go back to the court immediately. Useme what the court decided this man has defied. Sisi tulifanya video just after that, because this is not the first time Virginia amesema hivi. I think there's a time ulikuwa umesema again, and we did a support video to say steps. Hiyo video nitaweka link hapa, so guys check on the description, tutakuwa na link hapo. I will pin the link hiyo video if you want to check it. Mtangazaji unaweza kuiangalia muone we did address that issue. But what needs to happen is, wakati uliona Mr. Samuel Kamotho hasupport watoto wake kulingana na vile koti ilisema, you would not have waited. I know sometimes definitely it's more easier said than done, but unless kulikuwa na mpango wa you guys could then decide to discuss and work things and probably mukuje to a way of talking to each other. Hata kama mlikuwa kwa koti, mnaweza kuongeleshana vizuri, mnaweza kusaidiana. However, unless there was that sort of arrangement, which it's usually not recommended, because mukishaenda kotini, mmeenda kotini, na lazima rules na procedures, what we call TNCs, terms and conditions za court, lazima zifuatwe. It's an order. Sio hapa, sio eti ni kupembelezwa ama ni nini. Lazima hizo rules zifuatwe. Unaona, when uliona Kamotho amekataa kulipa pesa the first month, the second month, by the third month ungekuwa umeshafika kotini. Wakili Ndegwa would have gone back to court on your behalf to say, listen, Kamotho is defied what you guys have said. And immediately what would have happened, Kamotho would have been summoned back to court. Hapa sio mchezo, hapa sio Tabitha anaongea na Tabitha ama Bernard Boro ama hata we Virginia ama kina Davis. No, this is the court that we are talking about. He would have been summoned immediately back to court to answer questions. Kwa sababu of course ndio court ifike katika hiyo determination ya kusema atakuwa anatoa 15,000. Ilikuwa imeenda through mambo yake yote. Alikuwa amekaa chini yake akaongeleshwa na koti, wakaangalia income yake, wakaangalia expenses zake, na wakaangalia kila kitu, na wakadecide which he agreed. Lazima uagree. Which he agreed that 15,000 would have been a good amount of money, and haingemupatia shida kupata, because waliangalia from a holistic perspective. What he has, if he has savings, what he's earning, his businesses and all that, and they came up with that figure. So if he did not give that figure, the court would have summoned him back to court to ask him, why is it that you have not given this money as you agreed here in court? He would have had to answer that. Na kama angethubutu tu akuwe summoned akatae, then what would have been issued is what we call warrant of arrest. That would have been issued. That means popote pale Kamotho atapatikana ashikwe na polisi, he would just be put mashagara, anawekwa pingu. Simple as that. That is what warrant of arrest means. He's handcuffed and he's put in the back of a van, anapelekwa mpaka cell. Akipelekwa cell atakuwa booked in and atapelekwa kotini straight away. It's as simple as that. So ile mistake Sister Virginia ulifanya ni ya kwamba I think ulimwachilia ukaacha hii mambo yote ikaenda ikawa sasa wewe umezoea, umemwachilia, ameona sasa Virginia hakuna kitu anaweza kufanya. Virginia alikuwa anataka watoto sana, amepata watoto na sasa ameanza kutaabika. And then what I think Kamotho did, Kamotho then realizes he's found a way now of playing mind games. Manake sasa this is why he came up with this slogan of ya kwamba huwa unaombaomba kwa mtandao, kwa nini, all these things. And what is the irony of this, or the sad part of this story is that anasema hivi, but he's actually not supporting his own children. To be honest, there is something that Virginia you said that was 100% correct. Kwa video yako ile ulikuwa umefanya ambayo umekasirika sana, ulikuwa unasema sasa kama wewe ni baba mzuri, kama wewe ni baba watoto mzuri, na unasema mimi niko kwa mtandao ninaombaomba, why are you not providing for these children? Ndio sasa uniulize swali uniambie, wait a minute, Virginia Wangari, the mother of my children, I provide everything for these children, lakini bado nakuona kwa mtandao ukiombaomba. What is wrong with you? Kwani nini nakusumbua? That question would have been valid for Kamotho to ask you. Sababu anasomesha watoto, anawalisha, anawavisha, anawapelekanga out, akona time na wao. The only thing he doesn't do is kukupatia wewe pesa ama chakula ama nini, because you guys are no longer together. But watoto wake anawatikia care. Then he would have had the right, the guts, whatever word we want to use, ya kukuuliza unafanya nini kwa mtandao ukiombaomba pesa. Kama Kamotho angesema I want these children, umepatiwa hawa watoto, ningependa nikuwe na contribute rent, kwa sababu definitely Kamotho knew there was no way that you and Tabitha were gonna live uko Kisii kwa hiyo nyumba yake. He knew that was never gonna happen. And that is why, as you said, alikufukuza. So anyway, angesema nitakuwa natoa rent nusu na wewe tafuta nusu, manake watoto ni wetu. But anyway, the social media people did eventually jenga nyumba ya watoto wako. We thank God that happened. But sasa hapa Kamotho, what he did was not right. But sasa wewe ulimpatia aliwe, ukaacha kumpressure. You did not have to do much. All you needed is to ambia wakili Ndegwa, auction this back. This thing is not happening. Not unless Virginia ikuwe kuna Kamotho was providing then, and then he stopped. And then ikakuwa ni back and forth. Maybe this month ana provide you ingine, I don't know, mnaambiana nini ama ana kwa kutext anakuambia kitu fulani, whatever. We don't know the intricates. But from what you said on your video, you said hasaidiagi na hajawahi saidia, which is wrong thing. So for me, I think pahali Virginia ulienda makosa ni when you did not go back to the courts. Like nimefundisha, nimesomesha, nimesema mambo ikishafika kotini, it is out of parents' hands. It is out of your family's life. Hapo hakuna mambo ya wazee, hakuna mambo ya kanisa. It's the court. Na whatever the court decide goes. Ni kama mambo ya Mungu. Mambo ya Mungu, it's all about God. What God says goes. The kingdom of God is a theocratic kingdom. What God says goes. There is no bargaining. If he says, do not commit adultery, do not sin, do not steal, that's it. Hakuna compromise eti. What about if I steal kitu kidogo? You don't do that, you are with God, or you do, you are not with him. So hata kotini the same thing. If court said atoe 15,000 aangalie watoto wake na nini, that is exactly what needed to happen. And the moment he didn't do that, you would have been back to court. Say, this guy is wasting my time. I'm not being able to take care of these children because he's not providing. And nakwambia Kamotho angepatiwa namna ya tabia na koti, because court is not going to play. Koti ina uwezo ya kuchukua hiyo nyumba ya Kisii na iweke into auction within 2 days. They can sell that house as quick as possible, even like 500,000 for the sake of the children. Na hiyo nyumba kuuzwa hata 3 million, everybody will jump into it. The court does not joke. So if there is a mother out there that is struggling because of mwanaume ama mwanamke, you are a man there, you are struggling because na unajua huyo mtu ako na pesa, na unajua huyo mtu mlipitia kotini ama mlipita hata kwa wazee, mlienda kwa sub chief, whatever it is, go back to the same place where you had that agreement and let the people that made the decision know that the person has gone back to their words and they will be summoned. It's as simple as that. If you had done that, my sister Virginia, najua wewe uliingiwa na what we call the motherly instincts. Ulikuwa umeshapata watoto, jubilation had come on, you had not seen your children for so long, so I think ulijawa na upendo, ukakuwa umeshindwa, hata ukaona sasa hata utaachana na vita, you went into prayer, ukaanzia fupisha. It became so much for you. I think you were too much overwhelmed and uliachilia tu hiyo mambo iende tu hivyo bila kufuatilia. Sasa vinakapa guys. So anyway, please, that is where my sister Virginia, you went wrong. Hiyo kitu ungerudi back kotini, bwana Kamotho saizi angekuwa ameshika laini hivi kama reli, kwa sababu court can seize his accounts. The court has power to kuitisha pesa wewe kama ameajiriwa pahali contractor. The contractor anaweza kuambiwa unalipa Kamotho 200,000 every week, 70,000 weka kwa hii account. So this is as simple as that. Mtu ameajiriwa, boss anaambiwa, employer anaambiwa pay this money to the courts, and this person is going to come and collect this money from the court. So this is no joke. So tafadhali Virginia, if that is what you need to do, please, kama hujafanya hivyo na anaendelea kufanya hizo tabia, go back to the court as quickly as tomorrow. That's it. Hakuna dawa nyingine. Wacha tu address hii issue. Virginia, of course, wakati video imetokea, of course naona mmekasirishwa sana na Betty Bayo. Betty Bayo, of course, it's the channel that Kamotho is using. I think Kamotho hapendi kuongea na watu wengine. So nikiangalia ile video pale wakati ilianzia, Betty Bayo made it very clear ya kwamba Kamotho ndiye amemuita. So she did not call to ask Kamotho for an interview. As a matter of fact, she said alikuwa amekaa for quite some time kabla akuje kwa mtandao, so with her own things. But Kamotho is the one that called her following on ile video. I think alikuwa ametoa ya 1 year ago. So I think from that area, of course, Kamotho ndiye alikuwa anataka kuongea and therefore she gave the platform. However, having said that, I think Virginia has a genuine question. Manake Virginia alikuwa anauliza Betty Bayo, you are asking some other questions that were not relevant. Mambo ya divorce, mambo ya nini. But you did not ask one important question. Wewe kama hata kama wewe ulikuwa ndio umeitwa, bado wewe una moderate hiyo show, na wewe ndio unaweza kumuuliza maswali ama nini, but you would at least have asked one question. Kamotho, tell us how you support your children. Tell us. Can you tell these people? Tell watu wa Betty Bayo TV and Kenyans and people worldwide how you support your children. Do you support your children? That question was key, and I think your swali ndio imefanya Virginia kasirike. Anaonekana ni kama wewe Betty Bayo, you are biased, you are on Kamotho's side kwa sababu haukuuliza hiyo swali. So I think ile swali uliuliza ni ile ambayo uliuliza Kamotho, umetumwa na Davis. Kuna wakati alikutuma akakwambia, you know, you don't, I think umchukuliange simu. So that was all fine. But then of course hiyo swali hata kuliko Kamotho wajibu vizuri, Kamotho went and digressed from that question, akaleta mambo ya bishop, anza kuongea kuhusu Davis ni wa bishop. Oh, ameanza kupatiwa mahari na huyo bishop hata ameshapelekwa na Virginia huko, hawezi kukaa. So the question that you are actually asking, ile ambayo ulikuwa umetumwa, was not answered because the question was switched round and Kamotho made fun out of that. So swali ambaye haukuuliza ni ungeuliza, how are you supporting your children? Because as much as vile ulimuuliza maswali za mambo ya watu wa wanapiganaga na kuna wanaume wanakataanga mabibi zao waolewe even after 10 years or whatever, that was a good question, but that was not relevant because it's no longer about Virginia and Kamotho. It's about the children. So that question was a critical question that you missed to ask my sister Betty. Ungeuliza, how do you support the children? Do you support the children in the first place? Au watoto wanaendaga shule, do you pay school fees? Kuna watoto wadogo hapo karibu 5, 6. Wanakulanga nini? Do you support them? Do you pay zile pesa koti ilikuambia ulipe? Do you see your children? All these things you would have asked, but you didn't ask. This is why Virginia was very much bitter akiongea kuhusu Betty, and she was like, okay, call Betty back and all that. So I think ni necessary, but although I know ulikuwa umepatiana platform and you are just there to sit and listen to the man, but on the basis that that is your show, Virginia would have expected you as a journalist to ask that question, kwa sababu that question is key, ni ya watoto. Of course, na ninafanya Virginia onekane kama ako kwa mtandao akiomba, what else, their father has money. Anaongea kuhusu vile amenona, vile amekaa freshi, vile akondoa yake iko sawa, you know, all these things. So but yet watoto wake hawana unga, watoto wake wanaombewa kwa mtandao. So that was a key and a critical question that Betty you missed, and that's why I think Virginia is furious with the whole interview ile ambayo ulifanya, because she does not see any reason or any reason for that interview, because according to her, vile mimi na msoma, you missed the most critical question to ask, which would have been the purpose of that video, right? So anyway, watu wangu, it is necessary, tafadhali, ukiingia katika relationship ama ndoa, get to understand some basic rights and fundamentals. Ni important, and of course clarity ni very important, how roles zitakuwa na nini na nini. Otherwise it's a bit hard mkiingia and then kuanza kukuwa na issues hapa na pale, and then all of a sudden things go very wrong. Ni critical of course to know what is your role, what are you supposed to do, and what the other person is supposed to do. And that's why I'm saying, like Virginia would have really known that hii mzigo sio yake peke yake. It's not her role peke yake. Kamotho is the father of most of these children, na kama yeye ana doubt afanye DNA. I've heard Virginia say Virginia is not a problem, lakini kwanza provide watoto, because anyway hajasema eti hakuna watoto wote sio wake, and accept most of the children are his. So why is he not providing for all these children? So I think it's critical, watu wa Mungu, when measures are put in place, follow them through. Usikuja uanze kuingia na no mapenzi wanga, saa zingine naenda dadanganya watu, tunaweza kuongea kuliko tuendelee kotini. If you go to court, just know mambo imeshafika kotini. I know of course hata mambo inaweza kutoka kotini tena na muitoe na murudishe, but unfortunately kishafika kotini, imefika kotini, follow that through, because if you don't follow through, you go back to court, court is going to ask you, did you follow what we asked you to follow? Court yawambia, if you didn't follow, don't come back here. If you want to come back here, you have to start due process again, which is a long story, watu wangu. Anyway, so my prayer is that Virginia is going to take actions immediately and go back to court and seek help and guidance. Kwa sababu definitely I agree with you, Virginia. Hawa watoto saizi hawafai kuwa unaomba kwa mtandao when their father is able to provide for them. He needs to do that. It is wrong. So I think it's about time hata wewe relax na uanze kufanya kazi zako, kwa sababu baba ya watoto ana take care. To be honest, if you are to ask me, I would ask you to ask the court to ask him to reimburse all this time, all these years. Hajafanya hivyo. He ashurutishwe to do that. It's as simple as that, so that then everything can be okay. Anyway, watu wangu ni hayo tu. Please watch the next video. I'm just going to discuss about how the first daughter of Kamotho, Nyawira Kamotho, poured her heart out to her father. It's a heartbreaking video. It was a video of pain, a video of love from a daughter to a father. Please watch it. Lakini msisahau kusubscribe, share this video and comment. But can I ask that you pray for watoto wa Virginia, please? Even if kama mtaki kuombea Virginia na Kamotho, me I pray for them. Lakini please ombeeni watoto wa Virginia and Kamotho, so that they can feel the love of God. Even if their father does not want to love them, they can have Jehovah God, who is our father. Please waombeeni. Asanteni sana, Mungu awabless sana, and I will see you definitely in our next video.